Hi, I'm Lerato and I'm a cookery writer and teacher. Today we're going to be cooking coconut rice with grilled chicken suya. First, we're going to get started on our broth, putting in coconut oil in a ready hot pan. Let that melt gently, and then we add our sliced onions. We're going to cook our onions down for a few minutes, and this is just to sort of let the sweetness come through. Now the onions are soft and translucent, perfect timing for the ginger and garlic. We'll leave that to cook for about 2 minutes before we add our next ingredients. Now the onion, garlic and ginger are cooked down, we're going to add our ground spices, cumin and coriander. And we have curry powder here. Next, we're going to add our uda pods. I've crushed a few uda pods, so I'm just going to throw that in. Bay leaf and coconut milk. Now we've got our broth simmering and it smells amazing. We're going to poach our chicken thighs. Just pop those in. And the reason I'm poaching the thighs is that all that flavor will get into the chicken and it'll keep the chicken nice and moist. We'll leave that to poach for about 5 minutes, covered. Now the chicken's been poaching for 5 minutes and it's just about ready. And now our special broth is ready for the rice. We're using Tilda Easy Cook Basmati rice. The grains have been pre-steamed, that way they don't stick together, and that's vital for this recipe. Give it a good stir to coat those lovely grains with our broth. We're going to cook this rice for about 15 minutes in total, but after the first 5 minutes we'll check, after which we'll get to the next step of adding our vegetables. Now let's check our rice. Cooking nicely, it's been cooking for about 5 minutes, and we're going to add some vegetables, carrot and green beans, with a splash of water. And we're going to let this cook again for another 5 minutes and we'll check up on it. Just to finish up, we're going to add chopped spring onions and fluff it up. And see how those grains are nicely separated. No broken grains in there either. Now the rice is ready and perfectly fluffed. We're going to get on to making the suya spice blend. To start, we grind our roasted peanuts in a pestle and mortar. Now suya is originally from the northern part of Nigeria and other West African countries, but now popular all over. The roasted peanuts have been crushed and I love the consistency I have here. I'm going to add the rest of the spices. We've got our uda pods. I've crushed these as well and taking off all the barks. And we have dried ginger, garlic granules, a mild chili powder, but you can go as hot as you want, and salt to taste. Give that a good stir. Now the suya spice blend is ready. We're going to save about a tablespoon so we can use this later on for our garnish. And now it's time for us to grill our chicken with the suya spices. Just spoon the spices that we made earlier onto the chicken. And then we have melted coconut oil. We're just going to brush onto the chicken thighs. We're going to pop them onto our already heated griddle pan. We're going to cook the chicken thighs for 5 minutes on each side. The chicken's ready and really juicy on the inside because we poached it earlier. Now everything's ready and we're going to plate up. Now there you have it, my coconut rice with grilled suya chicken. Hope you've enjoyed watching and make sure you cook this at home.